Hello Aries, this is your full-length November reading. If you've joined me from TikTok or Instagram, you've already seen me pull the Chariot card. Definitely some kind of movement for you during November, or starts in November anyway. You're sitting pretty in this energy, like there are no horses pulling the Chariot, so it could be something to do with moving under your own steam, but I see that there's these possibilities, different thoughts about where you could go, what you could do, how you can approach something. Um, Opportunity is presenting itself to you, and you just got to be ready to go, basically. So that's an overall quick energy. For those unfamiliar, which is probably most of you, I do my readings in columns. So first column will be relationships, communications, connections, romance, that sort of thing. Second column, career, wealth, finance, all of that lovely stuff. Third column, I call your life path. It's overall energies, anything that's not covered in the others or that needs to be reiterated there, that Spirit wants you to know. Just the overall feeling of the month and beyond going forward. Then that last column is going to be the future energies. So I'll pull cards on what course of action to take and the outcomes, and that's the energies surrounding them. So let me get some cards ready for you. Aries for November. Let's look at your I keep wanting to call it career, wealth, and finance. The relationships, communications, all that sort of fun stuff. Your relationships, the Hierophant. Interesting. It's kind of a well-learned energy. Like a spiritual leader kind of energy. I feel like there's it's like heart and mind are coming into balance here. I feel like you're getting more spiritually connected. So the overall energy, which I failed to mention, for your relationships, connections, romance, communications, suppressed. So if you've been in a suppressed state, maybe this is things starting to come together for you. You're taking your learnings and wisdom from this, and you're about to shine forward, I think. And that kind of matches this Chariot. The opportunities are opening up for you. 9 of Cups, okay? That's really good. You've built up a lot of good emotional energies and connections. It's like creating your happy home, that sort of thing. Things in balance, yeah, that looks really good. I think maybe you're taking a more spiritual approach to your connections and things. Then the King of Pentacles. I just did Scorpio's reading, and that card came up in the next column, but it almost follows a similar pattern. It ended in Pentacles as well. It's like you get wealth, like it's slow moving and maybe a little hard won, but whatever's been suppressed finally comes out, and you're in control of it all. You have a wealth of emotion and connection, and maybe your connections are bringing in possibilities in other areas like career and wealth and what have you. But yeah, it's like you're taking a more spiritual look at your connections and relationships in life. So let's go over now. Let me start, of course, with indifferent. Career, wealth, finance. You're indifferent about it at the moment. Funny, Scorpio again had that kind of dispassionate view to what was going on. They were weary. If you have any Scorpio placements, maybe there's a connection here for some of you. Yeah, if you're not satisfied in where you're sitting in your life, your career. Maybe this is where we need to see where these opportunities might be coming in for you. So what do we got? The Hermit. Yep. Reflective energy. Virgo here. I feel like there's a strong foundation built, and now you kind of need to kind of sit back and take the wisdom from something. Normally the Hermit card is carrying a lantern, and inside the lantern is the star. Rather than just a flame, it's the star. So I kind of noticed this one isn't carrying the lantern. It doesn't have the star, but it does have a wand, the staff, which is a source of passion. And also, I guess, it would have been carved from a tree, so maybe you're finding that passion in your foundations that you've built up. Let's have a look at your next card. The Emperor. Yep, again, holding the wand. Really coming into power here. And that's Aries energy. This is your card. Okay. Strong possibilities coming into your career, wealth, and finance areas this month. I think it's the beginning of something, and I think it might come from connections you're making. You're mastering that aspect of yourself. Maybe you haven't been strong there in the past. It really feels like there's two cards, but no, there's not. Yeah, you know what? I feel like this comes from connections you're making. I felt like there were two cards, and as I was holding the card up to you, I instantly had to look over here as if, remember what that was about? Make those connections. Become the king, the emperor. Okay, what else is coming through for you? Career wealth. I think you've got two cards. This came out for Scorpio. 3 of Cups and 9 of Swords. Yep, celebration. That's multiple people bringing their emotions together. 9 of Swords. Well, kind of a hard-won victory, it looks like. Swords across, that's interesting. Perhaps you have an ally, or some allies, multiple allies, in an endeavor. Because it does look like there's been blood spilt, a battle fought. But it feels like victory to me, because you've got this celebration card here. Yeah. Look out for important connections in your month going forward. Let me just move these aside a little bit. Your life path, as I call it, just a general overall guiding messages for your November. Frustrated is your energy. It's funny how much these kind of negative aspects are coming in the overall energies at the moment. But what comes out following them seems to differentiate from it. It's like you start here and then you come into your power. I beg your pardon. 7 of Swords. This came up in this column for Scorpio. It's a really strange 7 of Swords, this one. All the swords are collected up in this ball. Almost like they've been melted together and into this force, leaving the field empty of battle. Is that the frustration that you haven't been able to move forward in something? It's like you haven't had access to the tools you need, maybe? Let's pull another card. You. It's going to be you. The High Priestess. Yeah, they're interesting. Twins on this card. Again, they seem to be carrying one, so there's some kind of passion coming forward. You know what? I think this is about finding that mirror for yourself, because they are mirrored. It's not necessarily twins, it's more like a mirror. And yeah, I think your journey for November involves meeting someone who is like the other half of you, the mirror of you. It's definitely that kind of energy moving in for this. Let's just move this up. I don't think this is necessarily a connection you need to be trying to force or go looking for. I think it will come through based on how you're awakening to your inner self, how you're dealing with people, connections, that sort of thing. Alright, last card for you. 2 more want to come out. I don't know what's going on with the 2s coming out for you. I think it's trying to reiterate this connection. 3 of Wands. Good opportunity to move forward in something. And the Empress. Again, that power, holding the power of the passion as well with the wand. Bees, queen bee energy, but also it's again another rebirth energy, making, they make honey, they make something from something else. It's like you're making the best of something, and yeah, you've got that new kind of wand that's an opportunity to move forward in a passion for something. So the fact that it's 2 cards reiterates this energy here of that connection is bringing something forward to you. So whatever you're feeling frustrated about is like what you don't have access to, what you're lacking. When you look introspectively, figure out that kind of that deeper sense of what needs to work for you, what can you learn from past experiences on even a spiritual level, if that's how you want to look at it. That's when some kind of revelation will take place deep within you. You take a new attitude and way of feeling and using your emotions and how you share them with other people, and you make this powerful connection which links to things for you. So in your outcomes, exciting is the energy you have there. It's fear with fun. That's what excitement is. So your best course of action at this time is probably what I just said, but you got a couple of opportunities or things you can do here. Look, the bee's back. 4 of Pentacles. This is a real nature energy. It's like go back to nature, or look at your nature. What is it you're made to do? What are you good at doing? It's that kind of earth energy here with, you say bees make their money from honey. So what's your thing? What is that thing you have to offer that is your real selling point? That might be a way of starting to go inward. Maybe if you need to figure stuff out, you need to take a time out, go sit in nature. You got the birds singing a big chirp there, saying, yes, do that. Come sit out in nature with us. We'll give you some guidance. Yeah, it's about what you're making of things, and this is where that introspection, like I said, is going to come forth. So take some time out to literally smell the roses. Go sit in a garden, in a park, something. Just take that time out and work on yourself inwardly. Look at your nature while you're in nature, if nature is your place. Look, it's definitely a healing and calming environment. Even if you're not an outdoorsy person, you don't have to go camping. Just sit in a park under a tree Sit by the flowers. Just go inward while you're there. The energy really helps. Your outcome, once you've done this work, Two of Cups. You meet that connection. There's that connection again. It's like really reiterating. Do the work and there'll be 2 cups overflowing. The birds agree. Both cups overflowing here because, you know, you on your own could be good. The other person on their own could be good, but you both have something that the other needs, I feel like. And when you take a good hard look at how you're approaching things, you start to change your dynamic and the way you present yourself to the world, and that's when you get noticed. And that's where your energy is going to come into it here, because when you unite with the right connection, again, your cups overflow massively because there's a great abundance in your future. This looks really great for you. I hope you do the work, Aries, because this looks really fantastic and positive. If you have any comments, please leave them below. Any questions, I will get back to you and answer them as best I can. Yeah, if you're liking the readings, please feel free to subscribe, or you can check out the link in the description or in my bio for personal readings. And yeah, otherwise, join me on the other socials, and I will be happy to catch up with you all soon.